works. And before we start our all hands meeting, let's play the theme and weekly inspiration video as usual. And it is all hands intro. Okay, let's play this video first. Okay, we have done watching our usual video about theme and weekly inspiration. Now, because we don't have our usual inspirational speaker like maybe 2 weeks ago, yeah. So let's now jump into our CEO inspirational speaker. Okay, Mr. Zing, the time and the screen is yours.
Okay. Hi. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi. Okay. Hi, Jishan. Hi, Nadia. Hi, David. How are you? Hi, babe. And everyone nods their head. Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Hi,
oh,
hi.
you're okay. Hi, Gray. Hey, Pandu. What's up, man? How's it going, Pandu? Hey, Kyla. Hey, Tli Yosef. Tli Yosef, I haven't really met. Nobody's introduced me to him, but hi there. Hi, new person. Or tells me I've been working here for a year. You just didn't ever meet me, right? Yeah. Recruitment is disappointed. Yeah. How many recruitments are there? There is one. Where's Shaylin? Is Shaylin the second recruitment? He's not here today. Okay. All right. Hi, Rodit. Hey, Sarah, looking good there. See? Pandu, you see how Sarah is like correctly framed? Nice background, yeah. Pandu looks like he's working on a bot farm somewhere in Pakistan, sending people like spam messages. Looks like a hacker. Okay, hi Krishna. There's Erica, Eric Choi. Oh, by the way, let me tell a fun story of Erica since she's my housemate. So I made fun of Erica for having a pocket camera because I used to call such things vanity devices, and then I took it from her and borrowed it for 2 days, and I made 10 selfie videos. So. Anyways, thank you, Erica, for enlightening me. It proves that there's always something we can learn from younger people here. Hey, Titan, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Bayu, Marcel. Oh, that looks like the room the Godfather's in, Marcel. Godfather Part 2, when they're in Lake Tahoe. Fredo, I was passed over. I'm the older brother, Mikey. Okay, anyways. Everyone's wondering what I'm talking about. Has anybody watched The Godfather? Actually, that's a good question. Okay. All right, Vidi, gentleman of classic cinema. Yes, definitely. And everyone else is looking at me with blank eyes. No, okay, all right, Marcel. Yes, definitely. Good power movie, right, Marcel? Okay, Dea, have you ever watched The Godfather? No, that's a sin. Everybody's got to watch The Godfather. It's kind of like on the #1 movie of all time. Okay, well, I'm sure you can afford to watch it after the semester bonuses have been paid. Okay, so you can probably even, get an actual Netflix account. Okay, so put your money towards paying for good content. Somebody had to build it. All right. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started here. I'm Jing, your bus driver today, and I'll bring you on a ride through the rest of the upcoming semester. When people ask me what I do, I say I'm the pool boy, and then they don't have any expectations. Yep, no expectations at all. Okay. All right, I'm having more fun than you are. Is anybody else having fun here? Anybody else having fun? No? Okay, yes, Sarah's like, yes, I have to have fun. I have to listen. That's required attendance here. But what about Wendy? Wendy, are you having fun? Yeah? No? Okay, good. What about Rama? Rama, are you recording this? Record yourself recording the actual all hands. All right, here. I'll share with everyone a funny prompt. Okay, so this is my prompt this morning. I was trying to figure out how to talk to you guys, right? So I wrote, what's the most appropriate visual to indicate to my mostly Indonesian team that we're starting a new chapter to focus on branding and stability, right? Because I assume that I don't know how to speak Bahasa Indonesia, which is a pretty safe assumption these days. Anyway, and so it came up with all these really interesting, I'm sorry, this is ChatGPT. Wait, I'll help you guys. You guys are trying to read. I'll help. I'm empathetic. I'm looking at people squinting. Here, let me help you. I know how to use a computer. I don't know how to speak Bahasa Indonesia, but I do know how to use a computer. So if I use my computer right, I'll set the resolution to be higher or lower. Now everyone can see. Yeah? Aha, bingo. Maverick's dead. Top Gun reference quote. All right. So anyways, ChatGPT told me I should put this in because this was like how I could speak to you, how I could get you guys to believe in this new semester that we're going into. So ChatGPT said you should do a banyan tree or an Indonesian boat or a Balinese mandala. So I said, okay, cool. So then I went over to Midjourney. You guys know what Midjourney is, right? I don't need to explain Midjourney, right? Yeah. Okay, those of you that don't nod probably are just silently wondering what I'm talking about. So then I took essentially that text and I put it into Midjourney and came up with this, okay, which is cool. And then I just used Canva and I put that on my presentation. So that's where we are now. We are on a voyage to a new place, a new world, and I'll up the screen resolution again so we can get back to it, okay? All right, congratulations. Last semester was successful. We reached 3 goals. Hopefully everyone was happy with their bonus money. Don't spend it all in buying Bukit Vista stock because I don't want anyone to get rich from the stock of this company. I'm kidding. If you want to buy Bukit Vista stock, I have to think about whether or not to sell it to you because we're going to go up like this, continuously going up. Right, Biddy? Biddy knows a good place when he sees it, right? 20% year-on-year growth. That's pretty outstanding. I'm happy because, yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome because you guys are awesome. No? Don't agree? Okay, whatever. If you don't agree, you're awesome. You can just not smile. All right, let's get started. I'm stalling because I don't know where we're going. I'm hoping humor will cover up for incompetency. Okay, all right, let's get started. So, here's what we have for semester 6. Now, I'm going to disappoint you early and tell you that Erica's smiling because she knows an accusation audit is coming, right? So instead of waiting for everyone to accuse me of something, I'll just accuse myself. So here's what's happening. We don't have a semester goal yet, and it's mostly my fault, right, Bella? Bella agrees. But if Bella really has a vision, she'll tell me what it is, right? All right, anyways, we don't have a semester goal yet. We have a monthly goal, which is great. But okay, all right, we'll get a semester goal out this week. Okay, I promise. Okay. All right, but anyways, we have a semester vision. We have a semester vision. So this is the vision. Build foundations, expand capacity, and elevate the brand. Okay, that's it. Build foundations, expand capacity, elevate the brand. Those of you who've been here at Bukit Vista for a few years will realize that we have growth semester and sustainable semester. Okay, so it's always been juggling back and forth. The idea is that during the peak months between April and September, we try to grow as much as possible because that's essentially when we have a lot of tourists coming in, right? That's our harvest season. But during the semester that begins right now is more like recovery, build capacity, okay? So if you can think about it, it's probably like, you build a container that can hold as much as possible during these next few semesters, and then you try to fill that container as quickly as possible during growth semester, okay? So it's foundations, capacity, and breadth. All right. I hope, and I think this is the most important value at this point. We're about to begin something new again, which is always a little bit frightening because, we haven't been here before, which hopefully makes you guys excited, but it could also make people feel afraid because we're going somewhere where we haven't been before. And that's why I use this ship, right? We're going somewhere. I don't know where this is. This is probably Raja Ampat, but just according to Midjourney. So we're going somewhere where we haven't been before. So I encourage everyone to be curious instead of being afraid. All right. So being curious is instead of, oh, I don't know, let me look for the answer. Okay. Being curious instead of being afraid is growth mindset, bias to action, self-learning. Are we going to make some mistakes up ahead? We certainly are. Are you going to make mistakes up ahead? Probably will. But the real takeaway here is be curious rather than be afraid. We're about to go into a world that is, I'll have to tell you a little bit more about it. Okay. So there's some good news, there's some bad news, just like always, but it's just really neutral news that now we're starting a semester. So here's my leadership commitment for the next semester. So the company depends on everyone to do their job, just as always. That's always been the case. Everyone is contributing here. To contribute and do what? To support and grow the brand. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more what that means, and I'll use some stories to add some flesh around these abstract bones. But what it means for me is I'll train and develop senior leaders to lead a strong brand by giving them more visionary responsibility. I expect senior leaders, and those are all the people who are in the morning meetings and the MSM meetings, to teach supervision and strategy to their teams. So just as we learned supervision and strategy through the last semester by having the morning semester meetings, okay, I'm hoping that you guys will transfer some of this expertise to your teams so that they also get higher leadership density. And that's once again because we're about to embark on another goal, and we want to make sure that everyone is given a fair chance to receive what they should earn. Now, here's my confession, and here's the part that I think is just something we just need to know. I'm clearly not a brand expert, and I'm learning how to do this as I go. Because if I was a brand expert, even your mother would know Bukit Vista. And clearly, she probably doesn't unless you told her. Right? Right? Ibu-ari-san, you know. Okay. If you told your mother about Bukit Vista, good. You get a semester bonus just for doing that. Yeah? For next semester. Just put it on your journal if you remember. Okay? Okay. Anyways, nobody's gonna for cons like, okay, yeah, I'll put that down on the notes and remind everybody on the day before the semester goals are reached. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But anyways, tell your mom about Bukit Vista if she doesn't know. So this is okay. This is normal. We've been here before. I learned a lot starting this company. So here's what I am. I'm gonna be more like a TA, okay, like a teaching assistant. So think of me as the brand student teacher. I'm here to learn about brand just as everybody else here is to learn about brand. So here's my commitment to you guys, okay? If I learn something, I'll teach you. If you learn something, you teach me. Sound good? Yes? Okay. All right. Don't forget that, okay? Because I might not know what I'm talking about. So practically this means this, okay? If you have something, show us, show me. I'll note if I see it. Don't explain, don't whatever, just show, okay? Show, demonstrate, bring me through the experience, and I'll probably learn better that way, just like I'm going to show you. And it probably means this, and I'm just setting this aside so that later on people don't go, Jing, your vision is terrible, the brand is all screwed up now. Okay, I do anticipate, I do budget at the beginning. Bella likes this when I say the word budget, because she goes, okay, all right, yeah, you should know that not everything works perfectly, right? I do budget that we probably will need to go around a few times before we get this right, okay? So it means that at some point, we'll probably have to realize, oh, we maybe went the wrong direction there, and we might have to go back to the beginning again or somewhere, but let's do this. Let's fail fast, okay? Let's not wait until the end of the semester and then realize, oh, well, that was a waste of 6 months, okay? Let's kind of work a little bit, show a little bit, work a little bit, show a little bit, and that way we can all do much better in branding. Sound good? Yeah? Okay, all right. So I'm telling you I'm not perfect, okay? I aim to be better, and I want to learn with everyone here. Okay, all right, that's my leadership confession. I thought this is funny. So those of you who are engineers might actually have seen this before. If you laugh, it means you understand. If you don't, it just means like you're taking some time to understand it. Viddy's always laughing, but internally, yeah, Viddy? He's laughing inside. Oh, all right, Liffy understood it. Yeah, Liffy got it. Yeah, right away. Okay, Jason's smiling because that's the right thing to do, right, Jason? And Krishna's like nervous. He's like, what? That's exactly my life. Shit. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, but this is always funny. When somebody explains something, oh, this is the way the customer explained it. This is how the project leader saw it. This is how the analyst designed it. This is how the programmer put it. This is what the beta testers received. This is okay. Anyways, it's. I like the one about the project documentation. There was no project documentation, right? I guess like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh shit. Maybe we need to. I'll keep on showing this slide until everyone laughs because there's some truth in this humor. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, let me check. I think I hear the electricity meter buzzing. Does anybody else hear the electricity meter buzzing? Oh, it stopped. Okay, good. And we still have power. You can still see me. So see, PLN delivered. Okay. All right. I see this early on because these are the kinds of mistakes I think that we're likely to make in the near future. Okay. I say this early on because I can see that these are the kinds of mistakes that we make in the near future in our next semester goal. So let's just kind of be aware that nothing is going to be perfect, especially if we're doing something so innovative. And but let's not let that stop us from making progress. Okay, I'd rather have a culture of forgiveness than a culture of permission. But I also would rather have, like, let's say, forgiveness given up front. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's talk about a few stories. Story time. Grandfather Jing, Professor Jing will here tell a few stories to the audience here. Yeah, to all the children of the. We're back in my day when I was a kid. Okay. So those of you that are listening to me pontificate over and over know that these are two astounding brands. These are probably the only two brands I would say are legitimate growth brands in Bali. Okay. One is Sensatia, the other is Expat Coffee. So why do I say that? Because a lot of brands, I think, are flash in the pan. It means that they get a lot of energy really quickly and then they fade away over time. Okay. I would say Atlas Beach Club for the moment seems like that, right? A lot of flash in the pan, but I don't know if it's actually going to be a sustainable beach club. Same with Nuanu over in Tabanan. It feels like a flash in the pan. But these are real brands. These are brands that were very, very tiny when I first came to Bali, and now both brands are almost everywhere. And I say that they're real brands because they're expensive too as well. It's a little bit unreasonably expensive for Expat Coffee and for Sensatia soap. But this is interesting too. So these are the two founders of each brand. That's Shay, and the other guy over there in Sensatia is Mike. I got a chance to talk with Shay, actually. Does anyone want to know what their secrets are? Okay, all right, here's the analogy. Here's the analogy I'm going to put. It's literally like this, okay? Let me skip a few slides and show you the time I talk with Shay. Oh, I didn't need to skip any slides at all. This is me with Shay, okay? So, hey, all right. This is me and Shay at Expat Coffee a few months ago, and that's a famous Arab writer. He's in Wikipedia. I forgot his name is Yusuf. Yusuf was just happening to sit next to me, and I started talking to him, and he's writing a book on coffee. And then Shay and I had a discussion. So, oh, do you know how I got Shay to agree to have a talk with me? You want to see it? You want to see it? Okay. All right. This is funny. This is my brand now. Yeah. Let me see if I can find Shay. All right. So, okay. Let's see. Shay. I'm showing you my WhatsApp. This is where I complain about everyone to my friends here. No, I'm kidding. I don't complain about anybody to my friends. I have no friends. Okay. That's not funny. Yeah. Okay. All right. Whatever. All right. So, this is what I said. Shay. Oh, wow. I did this in July. How goes, mate? I saw your coffee pretty much everywhere. Brunch Club was my most recent encounter. He writes back and says, hey, mate, thanks. It's going really well. Thank you. How you doing? Whenever you ask a CEO how they're doing, they're always going to say things are great. Because when the CEO says things are not great, things are really, really bad. Yeah. Anyway, that's a joke. Excellent. I've decided I should be your branding disciple. I should learn from you how to brand correctly. What can I do for you so I can learn how to brand my company better? And he goes, ha, 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 ha. So I say, so you'll teach me. That's very kind of you to say, but I'm only trying to give it a go. Okay, so anyways, we talk a little bit more, and he agrees to mentor me. He agrees to teach me. Yeah. So you see, that is the importance of just saying I don't know. Okay. I don't know allows, I think, so many great things to happen. It allows essentially people to be your teacher. So instead of pretending anything, I talk with Shay. And here's the secrets. Okay, here's the secrets. I'm going to share everyone the secrets. Okay. Shay is doing exactly what we're doing. Okay. Shay accidentally told me that essentially he did it. Okay, so this is Shay. Shay said, look, Expat Coffee, I wanted to own the end-to-end control of the brand. So that meant I had to look where the problem was. The problem was not in the coffee bean. The coffee extraction was the problem. The coffee extraction is dependent on the quality of the barista. The barista's quality depends on the quality of their training. I train baristas. I was like, really? Your main business is to train baristas? Yes, we actually have facilities that train hundreds of baristas. I was like, really? Yeah. And so we send then inspectors to check outlets that use expat coffee. And if their coffee isn't right, then we revoke the brand. We don't supply them anymore. And we send their baristas for retraining. I was like, no shit. Wow. I did not know that. He said, yeah, that's what we do. I was like, so your brand is all this work dealing with training people. He said, that's pretty much 80% of it. And then the rest is merchandising and such. And not a lot of people would actually do that. Not a lot of people doing slow long-term growth would spend the time to consider that. It's much easier just to put the coffee in a can, say, this is great coffee, give it to the consumer and let them figure that out, right? Not a lot of people would own that end-to-end responsibility. But then I'm inspired for Con by what we've done over time, and Shaylin, if Shaylin's here, in that this is what we do. We spend a lot of time training people. We spend a lot of time talking about what we do in universities before you even arrive. We then spend a lot of time onboarding. We then spend a lot of time training, coaching, mentoring. And so that's how we're able to deliver that quality of service that we do. And I was quite inspired. I was like, okay, that's cool. So I asked Shay, why do we suck? And he said, he didn't say anything about that. He wouldn't answer that question. But what I could see is that Shay understood branding. Shay understood merchandising. Shay understood that packaging matters. Okay. And clearly my packaging doesn't matter because I just come to work with a t-shirt all the time. That's pretty sloppy packaging for a CEO, right? So maybe I need to come in a suit. Maybe next week I'll be ironic. I'll wear a suit just to be ironic. Okay. But anyways, Shay revealed a lot of things, that a brand is not about the flash. It's not about whatever. It's really paying close attention to the end experience experienced by the customer. That's what the brand is. Now, you should get recognition for your brand by labeling, by putting the logo on things, but the brand is actually the relationship the customer has with you. And I'm going to point out value for educating me on this years ago. Years ago, we were having a discussion about doing something like this, but we were way too premature. And we were premature because we hadn't actually done a really good job in customer service yet. We still had guests complaining. We still had partners complaining. There was churn. There was all kinds of problems. And I was talking about all kinds of visionary, all this kind of stuff. But it was important to realize that a brand cannot succeed if each of your customers isn't really delighted. So this took a long time. We spent a long time really getting essentially the human resource right, getting the tools and technology right, getting all these things right. And I think we're ready. Okay, this is a story of somebody who's actually built a great brand. Now, for the PR team, maybe you can get Mike to come in one day from Sensatia. That would be a real inspirational speaker, right? I think if he comes in, that would be also add to these discussions that we have, okay? Anyways, Mike, I went to visit his factory during Galungan. His factory is in Karangasem, which is a really strange place to put a large soap factory. So he has a huge presence in East Bali. But I talked to the people there, and everyone likes Mike. It's incredible. The entire community really likes who he is. The reason is because he shares. He gives back. He thinks about how to improve the world around him. So it's not just take. It's about how does he give back. So he cooperates with his employees. He shares essentially the profits to the greater collection of employees that he has. And he does a lot of great things. And he's built that reputation over 20 years. It didn't happen overnight. Okay. All right. Now, that's the good part of the brand. You guys ready for a surprise? Yeah? All right, ready for the surprise? Here's the most shocking thing I found out about both these brands. And I shared it with Nadia, so Nadia's not going to be surprised. But the rest of you might be. No, that's not the surprise. I already told you about that. This is the surprise. Surprise! Both these brands are not really doing something original. Both these brands are actually derivatives from other brands that have already succeeded before. Sensatia is copying Aesop, which is an Australian soap brand that sells very high-end soap. And although Shay didn't tell me this, I remember that there used to be an Italian coffee brand called Illy that sold coffee in metal containers as well. And that's kind of like their brand recognition device too. So that taught me one thing. But I want you guys to think about it. What can we learn from that to actually support the semester 6 goals? Okay, all right. What can we learn from that story? Ooh. All right. Let's see. Who am I going to ask first? Let's go to Dave. Dave, what can we learn? What can we learn?
I see that we can do ATM in Indonesia, like amati tiru modifikasi. Like we take an example or success brand because they already think about what is good and what is succeed, but we make a unique selling point that will work in our case.
Correct. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Nadia, what do we call that? What's the principle that's called?
It's like good artist copy, good artist steal, but make it better.
Yeah, good artist copy, great artist steal. So yeah, these are essentially principles that somebody else has proven to work. So why repeat them again? Okay, why go and reinvent wheels? But it also teaches something else, something that's probably a little bit deeper. Let's go to Furqan. Furqan, what might we learn from these particular things? What's your insight there?
I think I'm wondering if there is something that we can steal from to build this brand.
Okay, yeah, okay, very, very similar to what Nadia and Dave just spoke of earlier. Let's go over. Got it. What else can we learn from? What's another thing that we can learn from this particular story?
They targeted on the high-end customer that
Mhm.
set standard of the user experience, the customer experience, how they perceive the brand.
Mhm.
It's get the standard, something
Okay,
like that.
good. Well, that's good for us because we charge more than any other property management company right now, right? So I guess our fees are kind of at the high end of the spectrum there. Okay. One more thing I'm looking for, but nobody said yet. Does anybody know? One more thing that we can learn from this particular takeaway. Or the question could be this: why don't you see these brands all over Bali? I mean, they had a head start. They started way earlier. They came up with this idea before anybody else did, right? I don't think anybody has ever seen this kind of Italian coffee besides in very, very rare cases, right? I don't think most people see Aesop either. Okay, here's the truth about brand that a lot of people don't tell you, that maybe it's a little bit hidden. A lot of brand is about the boring shit. It's about execution. It's not about the originality of the idea or anything, right? It's about the execution. Shay and Mike executed perfectly every day. Every time you open Sensatia, it's exactly what you expect. There's no half-empty bottles, there's no crappy packaging. It's consistent every time. That's back coffee, consistent every time. It's great execution. It is understanding the market. Aesop probably went, it's not worth it to go into Bali. I don't know, let's just focus on other markets. So they probably didn't really execute here. Same with Billy. So there is a bit of brand that is hidden. And I see this happen with a lot of younger people, okay? A lot of younger people think brand is about presentation, it's about flash, it's about something there. But a lot of what actually drives a brand is being able to reliably get that kind of delight that you would expect from it. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean you stop innovating and stop whatever, but you should reliably expect a certain delight. Okay. When that happens repeatedly, then your brand is really strong. It isn't like, oh, I have this original idea. I have this original idea. I have this original idea. Sometimes it's better actually just to have the same idea, but keep on speaking about it over and over, consistently, and then people understand what it's about. Okay. All right. So, Gani, at some point we should share the brand principles, to everybody here. But I think that will be part of our overall learning process. Okay, good. Everyone learn something now? Yeah. Maybe correct a little bit of a myth about branding and learn from those examples. Okay, great. So, once again, this is the idea. This is the core of the brand, right? How can we express innovation through inspiring delight that positively transform guest partners and employees in the realm of hospitality? Okay. All right. To be determined. Okay. To be determined. Okay. So, like I said, by the end of the week, to be determined. Okay. So these we don't have targets yet. Now, next week, I'm going to talk about this lady. This is a much more local brand. Okay. So those of you who might recognize her, good. Those of you who don't recognize her, well, we'll talk about her later. I figured this is a very also hidden brand, locally grown and sort of developed in East Java. In fact, I think people risk us from East Java. She went to the same school as Eric Choi, and she became this huge titan in a industry. But we'll talk about more her next week. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm going to pass the mic over to the next person to talk, which is
You can pass it to Jess.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Jing, for the vision and mission statement and all of the stories. Quite inspirational, actually, since we don't have any speakers for today's all hands. Okay, so I think okay, we'll continue to the hospitality and revenue target by Kak Furkan. Time
Okay,
screen is
thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Jason, and also thank you, Azil, for sharing the screen. Good morning, everyone. So to start off this semester, I would like you to meet our new property here, Villa Nadira, which I believe last Saturday night, our Bali-based MSCB interns have been conducting the property testing over there. There are many cute and fun activities to be purchased, and later on, Rama will be posting it on our social media. So please wait for that. Yeah. Okay. Please proceed into the next slide, Azel. As has been declared by Mr. Jing, both revenue and also hospitality target for this semester still to be determined. So what we can do today is basically to set the ground and best understanding or where we are kick off this not only first month but also the first week of the semester. Okay, next. Okay, coming over into the hospitality target achievement first. The first one to the accuracy. So accuracy to start off this semester, we are at 87.1%. Next. And onto the check-in, we are starting off this semester with 80.6%. Next slide. Onto the cleanliness, we're starting this semester by at 71.8%. And then next, onto the communications, we are starting off at 80.8% this semester. Next, the highest jump, not the highest jump, but the lowest bar location, we are starting off at 62.9%. And then moving on into the last metrics, value, we are starting off at 77.1%. So next slide, please. To to conclude all of the to conclude on the first week of this semester, this is our hospitality metrics performance. We are at 81.8% 5-star ratings and also 4.69 on overall rating. However, this to be note that um, however, this to be note that this is the beginning of the semester. So every calculation, every major breakdowns on not 5-star reviews will be directly affecting and impact very impactful to the performance. So hopefully over time we will recover as last semester as well. We recover and achieve all the new targets for the semester 6 on later on March. So yeah, that's basically my report. There is no revenue target achievement yet so far. So Jason, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Furkan, for the hospitality and revenue target. Okay, so we are moving on to the next session, which is the weekly mission inspiration. There are quite a lot. You can see right here, starting from Kak Rehan. Time and screen is yours, Kak.
Okay, I want to announce and also share about the offline canvassing pinpoint mapping. So we start to map the pin location data from offline canvassing in our database. So there is a lot, and this visualization, which is still first iteration, will help the marketing team to selecting strategic canvassing route, understanding the coverage of the canvassing that we have done, and also the further discovery and exploration will be conducted soon. So it's still developing, and I hope it will be beneficial for marketing team and also on the canvasser. Maybe that's all. Thank you. Yeah, maybe
Okay, thank you.
Azel, maybe you can click on the photos, Azel. Yeah, like that. And also you
Okay,
can swipe right on live. Okay. Thank you, Jason.
okay. Thank you, Kak Rehan, for the weekly mission inspiration. So for the next one, you can close the pictures as well. Okay. So for the next one is from Jason, she's myself. So the innovation is I used innovative approach to the sustainable development article with enhanced content with greater engagement, aiming for greater engagement. So basically, the article titled "A Vision for Sustainable Development in Bali," which was created as a part of Vista's initiative led by Mr. Jing to better guide the development and preserve Bali's cultural heritage. And for this article, I enhanced the interactiveness. I use ChatGPT's HTML coding to integrate interactive elements, transforming the articles to make it easier to understand. And also, this project helped me refine my storytelling skills. Okay, so check it out. Don't forget to check it out. The articles, and the backlink right there. Okay, here's the pictures of the articles. Guys, look, I think you can close the pictures. Okay. For the next one, we have the technological innovation. You may scroll down, Hazel. Okay. Kak Lutfi, the time and screen is yours, Kak.
Okay, so sometimes our property owners and partners might not even notice when they hit a big milestone, like landing their 1000th booking, racking up 100 reviews, or making their first billion rupiahs. These are huge achievements, but they can easily slip by without celebration. The solution, meet Ion. Ion is our super smart AI agent that keeps an eye on properties and celebrates every milestone it finds. Whether it's the 100th review or a massive revenue goal, Ion crafts fun and personalized messages with cool stats to send to our property owners and partners. However, note there are some limitations. Whenever Ion sends a message, it needs to be reviewed and published by our team before our partners can see it. And Ion only scans for achieving properties once per day in the afternoon. Don't worry, it will not miss any milestones due to how we designed it. It just means all milestone celebration messages will be delayed to the afternoon. You can see the screenshot attached to see a sample of the message. Thanks.
Okay, so thank you, Kak Lucy, for the weekly inspiration. Next one is from Azel. Can time and screen is yours, Azel.
Okay, and the innovation here, the first is gas profile visualization 1.0 project, and this is a new approach to visualize the gas data, like the gas profile data or gas profile gas data behavior, and this enable a more intuitive and impactful understanding of gas profile. And the problem is, first, we have noticed that fragmented gas data can make it difficult to fully understand about profiles or gas behaviors. And it can lead to missed opportunities for personalization and service improvements. And to address that problem, we have developed gas profile visualization 1.0 project that is a tool that designed to bring together key of gas data. And this is include the first one is numerical information like average booking window, number of guests, average daily rate, and average length of stay. And the second data is like visual details such as guest profile pictures and guest reviews. And it is seamlessly integrated into our existing platform that is the Coda business plan document, and it is included in two document. It is full board and business package, and it can provide teams with actionable insights. And the limitations here, we are especially in retrieving complete and consistent data. So the future updates will focus on improving data retrieval and making the system more adaptable to incomplete and inconsistent data. And from the project here, special thanks to Kak Bella, Kak Vidi, Kak Krishna, Kak Ardi, and Kak Radia that have helped me to done this project, both on the technical aspect and the evaluation aspect. And you can see here as the result, like Kak Bella has shown on the last all hands before. Yeah, that is from me. Back to Jason.
Okay, thank you, Azel, for the weekly inspiration. And the next one we have from Kak Ardi. Kak Ardi, the time and screen is yours, Kak.
Okay, sorry, because Mas Adi Atik is day off. I will read it for him. Yeah.
Okay.
From Mas Adi, for the second iteration of TIA, should adopt a communication principle and capable to detect human emotion. The problem, we initially faced challenges with the mirroring skill implementation, achieving only 50% satisfactory score, which didn't meet the SLA. To resolve this, we developed a new approach using complete and incomplete conversation classifications. For the solution aims to improve the satisfactory score by having TIA ask follow-up question when a partner's question or statement is unclear. Evaluation result. The first, accuracy in categorization. Out of 20 samples, 3 cases were miscategorized, resulting in 85% accuracy. And the second, emotion classification, we encountered 2 false classification, giving us 90% accuracy. And the last evaluation for completeness method, only 1 error was found in completeness, achieving 95% accuracy, confirming that this method is more reliable compared to always mirroring conversation. And the message from Mas Aldi, a special thanks to Kak Krishna and Kak Pandu for continuously monitoring and providing valuable feedback throughout the second iteration. Thank you. That's from me. Back to Jason.
Okay, thank you, Kak Titan, for the weekly inspiration. We may proceed to the next session. Hazel. Okay, it's for the company team's October target will be presented by Kak Furkon.
Okay, thank you very much, Jason, for the floor. Okay, so let's move on into the October target achievement recap. So far on to the second week. It has been decided, I believe, in the announcement as well. You have been aware of it that uh, we have set the monthly goals for October. The revenue target is at 575,000 USD, five-star percentage at 85%, and overall rating at 4.8. And based on that target, we have achieved already 339,726 USD on the revenue target, counting for 59% of the progress, and the five-star percentage at 81.8%, counting 96.23%. And last one, overall rating, our achievement is at 4.69, which accounts 97.7% from the target. So what are our opportunities for the October? In October, we managed to have 41% occupancy already, 12% increase, 4% expanded, 2% maintenance, 3% owner usage, and we have 50% nights available to sell to achieve the OK target. So that's the report. Thank you very much, Jason. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Furkan, for the October target. Next one, we have promotion and new employees. We have a new promotion today, and it will be delivered by Kak Bella. Kak Bella, the time and screen is yours.
Okay. Can you hear my voice? Clear, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Thank
clear.
you. Today, I would like to announce for Wahyu as the promotion previously from business data analyst trainee into the business data analyst and focusing on knowledge management on the new career stage. Congratulations, Wahyu. Okay. Back to you, Jason.
Okay, thank you, Kak Bella, and congratulations for Kak Wahyu on your promotion. And the next one, we have the core value recognition. We proceed. Okay, we start from the very bottom, perhaps. Okay, so for the first one is from Matthew. But I don't think Matthew's here. I think is Matthew here? Okay, so I think I will be just reading it. Yes,
Yes,
Kak
correct.
Furkan?
Yes, correct,
Okay,
Jason.
the person recognized is Kak Rehan, and the core value is upper management qualities. Why? Because last week, Matthew started working on partnership side under Kak Rehan's supervision, and Kak Rehan directed me to analyze and find out the reason why a client can't be closed, lost subscriber. Then Kak Rehan wants me to propose solutions. By doing this, we can learn more and make strategy on how to save the closed lost clients and reduce the chance to get closed lost case again. And Kak Rehan also wants Matthew to focus on website since his work is parallel to Konang's work on updating website content. Okay, so I think it's congratulations to Kak Rehan for being a great offer management qualities to Matthew. Yay! And we can move on to the next one. It's from Kak Furkon. Okay, Kak Furkon, the time screen is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. So I would like to recognize Rama for being never settle. I'm grateful to have him on the team. He's very keen to improve our employer branding initiative from the article creation, social media posts, and also website refinement. He never settles in capturing exciting activities that we have, from welcoming dinner at GWB, doing offline canvassing, and also conducting property testing. Thank you for your willingness to innovate and never settling in this side. Okay, back to you, Jason.
Okay, so we have okay, thank you, Kak Furkon, for the core value recognition. You can moving on to the next recognitions from Ega to Kak Vidi. Ega, time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Jason. I would like to recognize Kavidi for being the hero. The leaderboard feature when faced a critical issue that needed immediate attention. Coffee come in and with his quick thinking and problem-solving skills, fixes with just a few minutes. If it were me, I'd probably still be figuring out the solution for hours. Thank you, Coffee for being the hero we can count on.
Okay, I believe the next one is still from Ega. I think Isul can move on to the next. Okay, Ega can proceed. Proceed.
Okay, the next is Kak Robin for help others to help themselves. I will never get tired of thanking Kak Robin. I learned so much about Bifigo because of his guidance and patience. Thanks to him, we successfully released version 2.16.0 on both Play Store and App Store. Thank you, Kak Robin, for always supporting my learning journey at Bifigo.
Okay, can move on to the next one. I believe still Ega's card. Okay.
Okay, the last one for Katitan for detail matter. When testing an application, focusing on the small details is crucial to minimizing bugs and errors. I realized this while testing new features with Katitan. Thank you, Katitan, for teaching me the importance of paying attention to details. Okay, back to you, Jason.
Okay, thank you, Ega, for your core value recognition. We can moving on to the next person. It's from Kak Rehan. Kak Rehan, the time and screen is yours, Kak.
Okay, thank you, Jackson. Oh, okay. So I want to recognize Azel, Jason, and Rama Ijat. So these three interns has done the offline canvassing last week, and offline canvassing was something new and not easy to do. But you guys, Azel, Jason, and Rama, still earn the owner contact. So thank you for contributing for the offline canvassing, and also thank you to Bliketut and also Wayana for accompanying and also train our interns. So thank you guys. Respect.
Okay, thank you, Kak Rehan, for the core value recognition, and we can moving on to the next. The next card is from Mas Gani. Mas Gani, the time and screen is yours, Mas.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'd like to recognize Jason Momoa for fail fast, learn fast, and high motivation. Yeah. I observed Jason demonstrating high level of enthusiasm during his internship. He exhibited a keen interest in taking new challenges rather than as a burden. His attitude also has positive impact on the team. Yeah. Semangat Jason Momoa. Let's go.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani, for the core value recognition. We can moving on to the next card. Okay, it's from Kak Nadia. Kak Nadia, the time screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. This actually to Matthew for never settle. So yeah, I'd like to recognize Matthew for his never settle and also his flexibility because he was actually supposed to be on partnership task focus, but due to the limit resource on content support, he was willing to be assigned to the content support and also not hesitate to learn more as well. So yeah, thank you. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Nadia. And can move to the last core value recognition. It is from Mr. Jing. Yeah, time screen is yours, sir.
Okay, I'd like to recognize Gani and Marcel for always keeping an open mind towards learning upper management. I think it's an important skill, and also it's an important container to keep as empty as possible. Comment. I'd like to also kind of add a little bit more flavor to what Nadia just said. I would call that particular behavior that Matthew exhibited as keeping mission first. So mission first means that essentially you're focusing on the mission rather than on any particular individual skill or job description or whatnot, that the mission is more important than actually, oh, that's not my job, okay? So anytime somebody does that, I think that opens up essentially a career path where they can do greater and bigger and better things, which is inspirational.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jing, for the core value recognition. And moving on for the next part, I believe we have finished our time for the all hands, and I would like to remind all of the people here to fill in the personal updates um, before five before this day ends, basically. And are there any announcement, Hazel?
No, there is no announcement.
Okay, so there are no.
Oh, there is actually Hafiz here. Oh, Hafiz is offline.
Yeah, Hafiz is offline.
So the announcement will be that starting from today, we are actually already have 3 Superhouse OTA account. There is Stanley and Bukit Vista, Andre and Ara, and
Show us.
Wayana Jing.
Show us.
Show. How can I show? Let me share the screen.
Yeah. Show us the
Share my
brand.
screen. Okay. Bella, please share screen, Bella. I don't know why I cannot do it.
Lagging, Kayla. Please help.
Entire screen share.
Go send.
Okay, it will be announced on the announcement Slack, yeah. I don't know. I mean, the settings. My settings is.
Here. Who has control of the screen
Ciao.
right now? Who has control of the screen?
This is Azel. Oh, Azel.
Okay, Azel. Just look up on Google.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Whenever I want to show, just look up on Google, right? Okay, Marcel, just give him the name of the profiles and then just write Bukit Vista after each name, okay, Azel? And then we should be able to see it. Okay, go.
Tandy and Bukit Vista first. Has it already updated? I hope so. Oh yeah. Tandy and Bukit Vista, Airbnb. Romantic retreat. Please click it. Azel. Yeah. All right. This is the one, right? Tandy and Bukit Vista. Please, Superhost. I hope so. Yes. Let's go. Okay. Superhost. And then wait.
Oh yeah, congrats. Okay, good.
Andre and Ara.
2 people who don't work here anymore. Time for branding to think about that deeply. Yeah?
Andre and Ara. Yes, comfortable kasih kaos. Yes, that it. Come on. Yeah, okay. All right. So 3 Superhouse OTA account, yeah. Thank you for Hafiz leading the team to ensure this is achieved. So yeah, very glad for everyone. So nice.
Okay. And then?
Right. That's it. So back to you, Azel. The other one, it is already Superhost from like 2 months ago. So
just show us again. Show us again. Just for fun.
Okay, the other one is Wayana Jing. Wayana Jing account. No, just Wayana Jing. Nggak pakai N. Okay, Airbnb. Search Airbnb. Bukan. Digital nomads. Dream Canggu. Yes, sir. All right. So yeah, that's it. That's the 3 of the Superhost account. Thank you guys. Thank you, Hafiz. Back to you, Azal.
Hey, hold it there. A few things I'd like to say. Hey, this is funny because I had Erica. I had a discussion with somebody who said, "How can you be Superhost if you're not 4.8?" Right? Because we see it's 4.66. So Superhost is, a semester, not necessarily an entire year, right, or entire record. So if you ever get a question like that, that can answer it. Number 2, congratulations. I think there was a time when I didn't think this was possible. Marcel was actually the first believer that it was possible to retain Superhost. So your vision, Marcel, has come true, despite my skepticisms, at least. So that's great. We're not on track to being Superhost anymore if we keep up where we're going right now. So let that be an early warning rather than a late warning. So let's try to get those hospitality scores up. But very proud of some of the achievements. Oh, one last word. If you've received, let's say, core value recognition from your leaders to get to where you got to, perhaps you should consider giving some gratitude to your leaders for also, building you up the way you are. Okay. All right. That's it. Talk to you guys later. See you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. I think that's all for the all hands. Back to you, Azol.
Okay, it's enough from our end today, and thank you for messaging, and thank you for all of people here that has came to all hands. Okay, let's keep up our spirit on today's start and to this work. Thank you, guys.
See you guys.
See you.
Thank you.